Okay. I think I fixed it. There we go. Yes. Okay, so, as I said, this is... I've played this 4 times, I think. I'm just gonna go through it again. Because it is a great game. So, of course, start a new game, I have to erase my old save. Not a problem. That's fine. I'll live with it. Either way, let's get started with a cutscene.
Aegis, my beautiful planet, shining with life. The home planet of humanity, according to what they teach in school. Nowadays, I'm the one teaching. I'm Aday, an archaeologist and researcher in the most prestigious university in the world. And this is Nevis, my assistant. I've studied relics, artifacts, and fossils, and my conclusion is clear. Humans do not originate from Aegis, but somewhere else. Our true home planet awaits us, far beyond the stars. During my research, I came across an ancient signal, clearly of human origin, emanating from a nearby galaxy. Since that discovery, I've been preparing to go and meet the originator of the signal. We've explored each planet from pole to pole, and now we found it. It's decided. Nevis and I will go to this mysterious planet to uncover the secret of humanity's origins.
Vital signs. Okay. Equipment damaged. Origin unknown. Age undetermined. Antenna absent. Mandibles atrophied. Looks good. Looks like it's functioning. Hey, you! You're finally awake. You came out of nowhere. I was worried you might never wake up. You seem to be okay? Sorry, I've never met anyone of your species. Do you need orientation? I've set up something to help you find your way and get used to your equipment. Do feel free to have a look, okay? Alright. We'll leave you some time to get your bearings. I'll see you a bit further ahead. Now, Tinykin is a 3D platformer by a team called Splash Team. As far as I'm aware, this is their first game. These little machines are a, I believe, 9-volt battery strapped onto earbuds, and they're just tips on how to navigate. The game is not too difficult, not too long. And I missed that jump. First Tinykin, the purple ones. They basically act like Pikmin. They carry and move stuff around. Although, in that cutscene, he should have totally been crushed by that book. The Tinykin was standing right on top of his chest. Wait, the Tinykin are following you? How? They normally wander around the house and ignore everyone, but they seem to like you. Tinykin have fascinating capabilities. I may have finally found someone who can use them. For example, pink Tinykin are the strongest. They can push and carry objects. Together, they can carry even the heaviest of objects. That'll come in handy. Follow me. You see this flower pot? If you throw your pink Tinykin at it, they can probably move it and unblock this passage. My research has shown me that an object of great importance was locked under the Great Staircase. But there's no way in. And we see there is actually a staircase there. Now, our first task is just to wander around and grab all the little extras. Sitting underneath things. We don't have the ability to go too fast yet. We get our method of travel a little bit later. I forget if there's any up this one. Yes. Yes, there are. And this is where we're first seeing our signs of the tardigrade. And the double helix. Both major themes throughout the game. I believe that was all of them, so... The way is clear. Go get that component I told you about. Now, it was probably something noticed by anyone who's played the game, but they make noise at the same tempo as the music playing. When they carry an object, at least. By Ardwin, the first component. If only you knew how many years I've waited for this. Oh, by the way, I'm never sure how to pronounce this. Ridme? We'll go with Ridme. We'll make a great team, Mylodane. Right? Come on in, I'll explain everything. Welcome to my humble abode, Mylodane. You see that schematic on the wall? Once upon a time, a being known as Ardwin lived in this house. Wise and good, many consider him as a deity. I think he was more of a sage. I believe this schematic was drawn up by Ardwin himself in order to assemble a machine that could go beyond the house. Spent my whole life trying to find the components, and thanks to you, we've managed to collect one already. I managed to locate the 5 others. However, getting them won't be that easy. Your transportation device was damaged, and you need to go home, don't you? In that case, you have no other choice than to help me. Haha! Oh, I have some friends to introduce you to. The Ardwin Museum Curator, a real never-ending pit of knowledge. And Sikaru? We'll go with Sikaru, the Nectar Brewer, who travels mountains and valleys. You should go and talk to them at some point. The house is big, and you'll get tired walking around. I wasn't able to save your soap board, but I found a replacement. Take it. Soap board. You can use it to slide wherever you want and get around a lot faster. It takes a little practice, but I'm sure you'll love it. Hold shift to slide around. Try it out to see how it works. I'll see you on top. Oh, I almost forgot. You see this adorable furball? One of my assistants. They're not very talkative, but very diligent. Use your soap board to slide along their silk strings and join me. Alright, soap board. The real prize of the game. Just a ton faster to get around. Oh, you're Milo. Welcome to the most distinguished brewery in the whole house. It's also the only brewery in the whole house. Since everyone started gorging themselves on that nasty, cheap doomis, the art of distilling nectar has been lost, and people are content with whatever junk they can get their hands on. Your eyes glimmer with interest. You wish to help. In each room there will be... I'll be there to collect the pollen you find and use it to make the most resplendent vintages. I don't think he has anything. Oh, yep. My counter is still quite empty. I'll be waiting for you in every room, ready to collect all that precious pollen you can find. Now... Yep, still more. I hope my little workshop won't annoy the upstairs neighbor Prattle. Didn't really have anywhere else to set up shop. He keeps looking at me funny. I think he might not like me. There we go. And there's his little cart that he'll be standing next to every time we find him. Oh, little stutter there. Ah, I see you're fully operational. Come with me. I know where we should start looking. The second component we need to find is a banner located in the city of Sanctar. This way, Milodane. Go through here as soon as you are ready. Well, I'm not ready. Because I need to talk to the museum curator. Thief! Vermin! The collection! Bring it back! What did you do with the artifacts, villain? Wait, it wasn't you, was it? No, indeed. You're too small. Welcome to the Ardwin Museum. I am the curator, Mr. Prout. Unfortunately, our establishment has suffered an odious and villainous attack. Most of our collection has vanished. The Dynast guards are looking into it, but you know how it is. I need all the help I can get. Bring me back the artifacts in good condition, and I will offer to you the greatest of rewards, my knowledge. This museum possesses the largest collection of artifacts that are certified to have belonged to Ardwin. 14 artifacts he once used. Priceless objects, impossible to replace. You help us learn more about our common history. You absolutely must help us find them. Oh, gotta go away. I'm not sure what to think about a brewer such as Sikaru, setting up shop so close to a magnificent gallery of history. It will probably attract visitors, but what kind of visitors? Yep, repeat. So, on to the first level. Here is the entrance to Sanctar, a place of sacred pilgrimage, dedicated to the great Ardwin. The banner belongs to a pious shield bug named Solara. Solaria? Solera? We'll go with Solera. This object is very important to her, and she won't give it up easily. I have a spare key for Sanctar, obtained through totally legitimate means. Here. I'm counting on you. I can't wait to see all the things you'll do with the Tinykin. Now, I'm gonna be... Oh wait, he has more to say. Take this key, use on door. It might be a bit heavy for you, but you can send a Tinykin to carry it for you. Yeah, so I'm going to be going moderately quickly, but by no means am I a speedrunner. I know what to do, I can do it relatively quickly, but this isn't going to be done in just a few minutes. Fantastic! Onwards to Sanctor. Oh, to be back in Sanctor. Congratulations, companions. The expedition has borne fruit. What a haul! So many unknown objects and this relic. By Ardwin. I feel that it was what we need to complete our quest. Hard to say, but I appreciate your enthusiasm. It is indeed about time we solved the mystery of the Canticle. I believe that's how you say it. Canticle? Eh, probably right. Echoing through our minds. Generations upon generations of shield bugs, and Ardwin himself are counting on us. Ah, welcome to Sanctor, a land consecrated by the melody of Ardwin's canticle. Only the shield bugs can hear his voice. Strange, isn't it? This mystery resists all attempts to solve it. Any help you can offer will be appreciated. Speaking of mysteries, our missionaries have just discovered something. A large, round relic. Go take a look. If you miss it, you must be blind. Haha. Convincing Solaria to give up the banner will not be an easy task. It seems the Sanctine shield bugs want to broadcast Ardwin's canticle to make it accessible to everyone. But how? Something tells me this large circle is the key. Also, I wonder why the little shield bug nearby is so excited. So there's a new Tinykin right here. And we meet the bombers. The red Tinykin. Now, there's a lot of objectives that we can do. We don't have to do them in any order specifically, but there's also people to talk to. And people will say things based on what you've done. So if you want to hit the most amount of dialogue, you basically have to go around the level twice. Once to talk to everybody, and again, after. Hey, you, skinny guy. We're looking for a young ant called Melody. She disappeared near the piano. Her mother's still there. Do you know anything? I really hope this was our last crusade. All that lugging around from Ambrose. What did you say her name was again? The client? Solaria. A shield bug, if memory serves. One day they are in Pandemonius. Next day, in Belania. They find some gizmos, and still no Ardwin, and we're running around like crazy. They might have left by now. Give it a rest. I saw them over there. There's a bunch of them. The tip is going to be good. I sure hope so, with how little we get paid. All that lugging around from Ambrose. What? Yes, yes. Repeat. The devs have tried quite hard to make it a relatively living world. With people, the bugs of the house, constantly having something that they're doing. And having problems with one another. Is that... like it? Oh, yep, there's a little ledge right here, so I was getting stuck on it. Water is deadly, but only if you stay in it. Why have you been staring at that thing all this time? Do you have a problem with staircases? What are you talking about? It's beautiful. Those colors, the nuance, the depth. Depth? All I see is blues and yellows. Are you sure you're okay? You poured Doomits in your eyes again, didn't you? It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. It's perfect. Or almost. There's a little something missing. A seventh color. Khaki green, maybe? That's the name of another shade of yellow, I imagine. Sure, why not? Have fun, sweetie. Yep, repeat. I'm going to make a real effort to get all of the collectibles and as much of the dialogue as I can. May Ardwin's voice and light give us strength. Each day his voice becomes louder in my head. Ah! Yeah, that's not great. We owe it to ourselves to honor Ardwin's value of wisdom and restraint. But seriously, isn't this thing the absolute coolest? What is it? I need a break. I hope I'll have time to attend a kart race in Celeron. There is an achievement for quote-unquote abusing the house denizens. Honestly, I got it on accident, because sometimes your Tinykin just kind of run into people, and that counts. Or you jump on them, and that counts. Apparently here, they hear a song that no one can hear. Apparently here, they hear a song that no one can hear. Okay, that's a sentence. Made by a guy no one can see. I don't know who's more disturbed, the people here or the mantises in Felinia. Alright, who else do I have to talk to? Oh, the little bugs. Yes. Hey, I'm Tesla's assistant. She's the one who filled you in, right? I was supposed to get something to replace the cut cable for the machine she's trying to repair. There's a conductor that's exactly the right size under this armchair. Tesla told me that there was a device that would allow me to access it, but I forgot what it was. What it is. I'm a little afraid I'll look like an idiot if I go back and ask her. Why don't you adults ever listen to me? This relic must be carried to the cupboard up there. The relic and poster have the same picture. I'd do it myself, but I'm too small. You can use the pink Tinykin, right? Throw a few of them on the relic. They'll take care of it. Where did I see this drawing again? Where did I see this drawing again? What? Am I repeating myself? Sorry, I can't really hear myself think. A successful campaign. So, it's round, it's beautiful, but what does this relic even do? We should try throwing it. Don't throw the CD. Oh, the size of that thing. Prodigious. Look at what we brought back from the expedition. A sacred relic. Graved upon it, the mark of Ardwin. Praise be to him. No doubt about it. It's a tardigrade. a legendary creature associated with him. I hope the others don't resent me for charging in to get this. Did I get him already? Yeah. Oh, there's at least one more we got to talk to here. Arduin's Canticle is a blessing. It is true. But I am ashamed to say that sometimes it is also a burden. Sleeping is somewhat difficult, and you have the same tune in your head all your life. At least we can teach it to others. Some people think it drives us a little crazy. Maybe they're not so far from the truth. Haha! You should go meet my comrades by the big round relic over there. Already did. Convincing Solaria to give up the banner will not be an easy task. It seems that the Sanctine shield bugs want to broadcast. I'll get my sentences together. Arduin's Canticle to make it. Yep, but how? Something tells me the larger circles. Yep, this is all just a repeat. See those strings there? If you jump on them, it goes boing boing and propels you into the air. There's a lot of dialogue in this one. There's quite a lot of dialogue in all of them if you stand by and try to get all of it. The image on the relic is tardigrade. I'm pretty sure I've seen it somewhere before. Not far from the two big black towers near the cryptic machine. What's going on right now? This is called talent? I'm looking for something new. Something I can feel in my soul. Something to obsess about. And I just found it. The temple needed someone to teach Arduin's Canticle to the people. My thing is putting on music shows, so I had an idea. Hire the most famous band in the house? Lag. Alexei! Ah! Plays this song so well. It's like he wrote it himself. Just stamp all over the stage, it's fine. Stomp on the musicians. No one will stop you. Thanks for your support, pal. I'm a little out of it right now. They made me get up before noon again. Let's catch up later, okay? Why does everyone only care about Alex? I'm here too. It's a nice project. Our last client was pretty cool, but he was really weird. He had no arms or legs, this guy. But he could run and punch people in the face. Can you believe that? Is that a reference? I don't know if that's a reference to something. Alright, let's head over to the piano here. And the mother of the missing child. Hey you, have you seen my daughter, Melody? I came to pick her up because she didn't show up for dinner. She's usually around here, keeping this old piano in tune. But she should have been home by now. I'm really starting to get nervous. I have to stay here in case she shows up. Is it possible that someone knows something about her disappearance? There's a restaurant not far away. The Felix. Maybe they saw something there. We can't forget. Jump off. Oh, and also go around back. There we are. This place got me whenever I first played. I did not see it at all. Luckily, as long as you bubble before hitting the ground, there's no fall damage. Which is always a benefit. we're going to go ahead and go to the top of the piano first. And grab the shortcut. Doo-doo, shooby-doo, doo-doo. That's not it. Needs refining. You can hear when close to those singing. Just a little bit of voice put to it. Assuming I have the volume set correctly, and you can actually hear that. Oop. One letter. We'll need that for later. Alright, that's the top of the piano. So now we can go on, continue the sub-quest. I'm going to grab those, turn back, and do it the right way. That way I make sure I don't miss anything. Like this. Oh, I almost missed. Oh, I don't put that book back in place. It's fine. Now, the Tinykin are locked to this level, this room of the house. So, there's way more than what you need. I'm gonna go ahead and grab all the things on this little cat tree. And grab this button. Actually, now that I think about it, I think I lost a bit of dialogue because I grabbed the button before talking to someone over there. Another shortcut. Was that yep in response to me having the volume set so you can actually hear what's going on? Cool. Oh, you're that weird guy who just arrived. Sorry, no offense meant. I'm the owner of this fine establishment. Rumors spread fast here at the Felix. The clientele is mostly tourist travelers, always happy to tell stories. Anyway, I've never seen anyone who looks quite like you. What we cook here, it doesn't taste great, but we add lots of pollen in it, so it tastes alright. That's repeat dialogue. I would like some of the sauteed carrot, but I still have a few milligrams to lose. A dessert. The boss is gonna love this new table. Deep black, glossy finish. Shame I can't get us any more. It fell flat on the floor overnight. It almost got knocked out. I almost got knocked out. No one came to claim it, though. Oh, I wonder what this black, glowing object might be. So similar to something we've seen before. 1 leek gratin, please. Would you prefer burnt or raw? As soon as our current business is finished, we will leave this cesspool. Look at this mess. I ask for a slice of apple for dessert, and they serve it to me as mush. It's applesauce, my friend. It's a local specialty. A specialty? More like a travesty. I long for our beautiful capital. Is that everybody? I think that's everybody. And if we just kind of grab that and head on up. We don't actually have to follow them along if we don't want to. I mean, I could ride on top. But it is faster if I go do my own thing. So I'll jump down and explore some more. Yuck, what is this stuff? Well, nectar as usual. But what did you do to it? It tastes like fermented snail slime. Ah, shoot, switch the bottles, sorry. Wait, what have I been drinking? Slime, but not fermented. It's safe. But it is not normally used for drinking. It's applied to the skin, tonifies it. Mueller, I'm going to get you tonified by the guard if you don't shut up right now. I'm touring the joints of the house for the moment. This one is the most disgusting. See you around, hopefully somewhere better. Yes, the ant named Tipsy is going on a bar crawl. First time here, pal? Welcome to the Fragile, where we serve the best nectar in the house. I'm not sure you could handle it, though. The glasses might be fragile, but this beverage is not for the weak. Anyway, there's also a comedian performing tonight. He's, well, I'll let you be the judge of that. You mean he sucks? Yeah, okay. Same dialogue. I can't handle it anymore, bro. Artwin's canticle. It's driving me crazy. I know it's supposed to be a blessing, but we've all been there, pal. Looking for a way to make it stop. In the meantime, want another drink? Does it help? Not really. And the nectar here leaves off. Nectar here tastes awful. Also, I saw the bartender break 3 bottles behind the counter while you were talking. Do they only use breakable stuff to stick with the name of the bar? That, or it's an insurance scam. Could be both. It could be both. Hey, one of my jokes for tonight. How many bugs do you need to fill an apartment? I don't know. Depends on its size. 10 ants. 10 ants. What? 10 ants. 10 ants. Haha. Are you getting paid for this? 10 ants for an apartment. Let me talk to your manager. Does he have more than one joke? No. That's unfortunate. Either way, while I'm doing this, the button is still being taken over there, the key. So we can just ignore it, and it'll eventually just cause a cutscene. And knock us off of whatever we're doing. Like that. Shortcut. And here we meet our first thief. A charming lady with whom I was spending a delightful time at the Fragile told me of her misadventure. One of her most precious, I can't say that word, precious, there we go, gems had fallen into this image box. You look like an agile fellow. Would you mind getting in there and turning the machine back on? It's the only way to get the gem out. The pointed tool up there would most likely help you open the box. In my opinion, you would need a good 2 bubbles of flight to reach it. It would be better if it were not seen snooping around. Bring me the gem if you find it. Yeah, we're not going to do that right now. We're going to talk to the dung beetle instead. Traveler, have you seen the tardigrade drawing on the relic the shield bugs found? It's the same as the one above the cupboard, where the cryptic machine is. They'll work it out soon. Better leave them be. Be cautious, traveler. Let's grab these pollen from the drums. Why does Arduin have so many drums in his house? There's quite a lot. They don't even make a full set. They're just like random. Now we'll go ahead and speed one of the side quests along slightly by coming into here first. Come on, child. What did you see? Did you hear that, sir? Old Tinykin. Yeah, Tattletat Tinykin. Says there's a monster in there. I saw him running out from that hole. He blocked it up and ran away shouting, "Mommy!" I mean, you have a bib on. What are you doing here by yourself? You know, I never tested if the fire can actually kill you. Let's test that out. It does not appear so. No, the fire cannot actually kill you. Nice to know. Alright, where am I going next? Well, there's this. Now let's talk to the mailman. No mail today, buddy. Our delivery staff have gone AWOL. They went and dumped their cargo. If you find any envelopes lying around Sanctar, would you put them in the mailbox in front of the counter? Wait, pal. You don't just show up to a post office and expect the counter to be open, do you? There's one of the side quests. Just return the messages. The Shieldbug troop is back in Sanctar. Is that right, my boy? That's good. That's good. My little Bobawan. Sure. Must be with them. I hope he will come to pay his old master a visit. Qui-Gon. Obi-Wan. It's a joke. Is this a joke? Half-dozen egglets for a single loaf of bread? That's the price these days. Hardly any goods are coming in from Ambrose. What with what little flour I've got, be glad I can still make good bread. Good bread? The food at the Golden Egret has always been barely edible. Now on top of that, it's overpriced. I'm going to go trade somewhere else. Yeah. When you come back to beg me for forgiveness, don't show up without a good dozen egglets. We're in an economic crash. Prices are going up. And that's how you just steal it all. No one's gonna stop you. Hello, young larva. This is no place for you. The last shed is a rest home for old, worn-out insects who want to end their lives near Arduin. Okay. Oi, you, with the messy hair. I'm not going to let a runt like you enter the homes of honest seniors without knocking first. Don't worry, my higgy-wiggy. Okay. He looks weak and feeble. A whack from my pin, and I'll crush him flat like a pancake. I mean, one of these two looks much younger than the other. The jumping means a side quest of some sort. I've seen it! And there, at the bottom of the big chest, big closet, a monster! Gigantic, covered with hair! Yeah, I already opened the door, so we can kind of see it in there. Wicked eyes, deadly fangs, ready to tear me to pieces. But how are you still able to stand there talking about it if your monster is all that terrible? The button is kind of blocking our view, and there's not anything I can do about that. I managed to escape through a gap and blocked the entrance. You think I'm going to buy that? We need someone neutral. You, with the weird hair. Could you bring us back some evidence? A fang, some hair, or a drawing? Proof. That would show that there's really something in there. Otherwise, Dovey won't ever shut up about it. I know. You should go see Instagret. She's a popular aunt around here. She has a device that could help us. New objective available. Can't forget behind this little magazine or whatever it is. Oh. Yeah. This is my immigrant. Look, more references. You press the button, you stand in front of the big eye, and poof, it creates an image of what it sees. It's a bit heavy, but my followers help me move it around. I have at least one image of me in every room. Nope. Okay, how many do I need? 25. I don't got enough pink for that. I need far more than what I have. Yes, almost every ant's name is a reference. Almost. Like this one, Gasper. Boo. And gone. Now we're gonna go through all the dust bunnies here and make sure we pick up everything we can. No side quests down here, just collectibles. I think that was everything. I'm not great at actually keeping count of what's where. I have a general idea of how many times I've been through it, but not an exact one. Alright, so we need to go up and talk to the guys up there, and we need to go into the temple. So let's head up right here for now. Oop. We need to get to 25 pink in order to move the camera. You don't have to pick up and touch every single bit of pollen, but it certainly is an option. I just slid right off that. Just slid right off. Didn't even attempt to stay on there. But yes, your Tinykin following behind you will pick up any pollen they pass through. They will not hatch the other Tinykin out of eggs without your input, though. I always throw one at that. Just makes it a little faster to pick up. No fancy platforming needed. Shortcut. And now back to where I fell off. I can pick these last 4 eggs up. Although, you can kind of cheat the system a little bit. Grab them up from distance. You can throw pretty far. But what we want is right over here. At the top of this plant. We have a little way where we can get back onto the shelves. Oh. And there is one more pollen ball up there. You can throw to get it, but not quite from here. Granted, you can always actually just platform over there. Oh, there's more than one. I guess I forgot about the second. Welcome to the Great Cassette Hotel, the most renowned in all of Sanctar. Of all Sanctar. We offer a breathtaking view of the temple. Pilgrims from all over the house gather here. Unfortunately, I regret to inform you that the clump of hair upon your head does not fit the standing of our establishment. Having you here is not worth it. Rude. I used to have a hotel in the neighborhood, but since this one opened, I don't have any customers anymore. I came here to leave a super negative review, but the value for money is excellent. And we'll just kind of go ahead and get a shortcut. And open the cavern. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and slide across this to pick up the pollen. I'm just going to go right back down. All the way down. To the front. These old doors are totally stuck. It's the 3rd time this week. I've asked the Dynats for help, but they won't get here for a little while. If you can knock them open, please go ahead. In any case, they will have to be completely replaced. No problem. That was brutal. I appreciate the help, but try not to blow up the temple, yeah? Now, here, we got these candles that are blocked off, but not quite enough red to do it, to deal with all of them. That's fine. I brought a small drawing of Ardwin to hang on the wall as an offering. Don't dirty the walls of the temple, you scoundrel. But, my lord, that's not my intention. Quite to the contrary. I am a dung beetle. You understand? We spend our time dealing with the filth of other creatures, less enthusiastic about the idea. Too many words, too complicated. You're dirty. Go away. Yeah. Yeah, the guards, I mean, they're certainly guards. We spent a long time building this temple, but would Ardwin have appreciated it? That's my last red. So, we're just gonna have to do other things to get more reds before I can finish the temple. What a temple! Missing some spires, buttresses, spikes, but it's pretty nice. Have you ever seen those things? Do those things exist in the house? There is a small little thing where you can jump and open the soap board, and it actually makes you go a little bit faster in the air. But that's only really useful if you're going up a ramp. Tesla! You see that cable there? It looks like it's been cut. We need something to replace it. Without that, we won't be able to power up this cryptic machine. I sent my assistant to get a conductor near the giant armchair, but she hasn't come back. Could you go see what she's doing? I'm stuck here, keeping an eye on that cunning Edison. Edison. That thing your Tinykin is carrying looks an awful like the button I'm looking for. If you plan to insert it into its slot, be warned. I've already patented the idea. Yeah, so I skipped a little bit of Edison dialogue by grabbing the button. But we can just shove it on there. It was indeed the button that was missing. It was my idea. Don't forget that. And Rosetta. There's a cavity in the machine, missing some sort of big round piece. I've been trying to decipher the symbols on the cryptic machine for a while, but there's no point in finishing if we don't have the missing piece. That's most of the hints on what you're supposed to be doing. But most of that can be picked up pretty intuitively. Bumblebore. Not Fumblebore? And to our ancestors, Ardwin said, to arrogance and pride, you have chosen humility and compassion. To baseness and discord, you have chosen kindness and mutual aid. I have nothing more to teach you. You will be your own guides. My house is now your house. And if one day the agreement is in peril, remember these words, this moment, and this voice. For even when I am gone, I will watch over you. It is my duty to the sacrificed. Us lot, we can't hear Ardwin, but I'm not the brightest knife in the box, so I reckon we ought to do what the shield bugs say. Thankfully, the dragonflies will always spread your word, and we will listen to them until you return. It's hard. I try to find a reason to pray, but everything's great. I'm so lucky. My family loves me. I inherited all my fortune, and the government even forgets to tax me 3 times out of 4. The headache. Glory to Ardwin and the priestess. Ardwin. His name is Ardwin. You great lummox. Glory to Baldwin and the priestess. Glory to Baldwin and the priestess. Dragonflies live a long time, and do not lack memory, you know. I'm aware that you're not from around here. From up there, I watched you, and I felt your distrust. You don't understand our fervor, our faith. Ardwin, You have never borne witness to the miracles he accomplishes. We all live thanks to his grace. In silence, in shadow. Ardwin repairs the holes in our walls, Ardwin replenishes our supplies, and Ardwin makes sure we survive. His influence begins in all places, and ends nowhere. Oh look, a thing. Wait a second. Why do shieldbugs heal Ardwin all the time and you don't? Ardwin works in mysterious ways. He has chosen the pious shieldbugs as a vessel. Ours is not to question the actions of the Creator, Thomas. There's an H in that. Do you pronounce it or not? It's Dewey. Our uncle says that when there's a problem, you have to come and pray to the great Ardwin. But he never answers. Maybe he's just shy. So it's Dewey, Huey, Louie. Yep. Shortcut. Even I am not old enough to remember, but in Ardwin's time, we shieldbugs lived in the gardens. But the mantises, they weren't quite as nutty back then, believe it or not. The dragonflies asked us for help when Ardwin disappeared. Dynats are good at hitting things, but when it comes to using the old noggin, we're the ones to ask. Now I saw, but I forgot a couple right here. So let's grab those and head back up. Hey, when are we going to look for treasure with the others? Shh, focus, you big baby. Or we'll have to do it all over again. Focus, meditate. Ardwin's canticle is part of you. You have to learn to live with this music, just as you live with the sound of drafts and flapping wings. Imagine stuck with the same song for your entire life, echoing through the walls. But we have a couple more reds now, so we can clear out the rest of the temple. Or at least most of it. I think we have enough for all of it, though. Making sure I didn't miss any candles. This place is made out of, like, scarves, wooden blocks, and cardboard. The fact that they haven't burnt this place down 3 times over is actually incredibly impressive. Oh. Sure did, just forget that one. A little bit inefficient in my pathing through. But that's fine, I'll live with it. And out we go to get the taverns in the house serve a flavorless sludge, brewed with whatever they find. So hear me out. The pollen around here, it sings. One only needs to brew it. One only needs to brew it to the beat. Oh, there we go. I read that as best. Listen, I'll harmonize the mix, as long as you bring me the pollen balls from all across Sanctar. You managed to collect all the pollen I needed from Sanctar. Here, take this. Rid me. Told me You might find a use for this substance. It's ready. Another bottle for my collection. Glider bottle. Yeah, so one of the things they did... Oh, well, he's got a little more dialogue here. I have enough material to brew nectar for the whole orchestra. Well, there's still some pollen left in Sanctar, if you're dedicated enough. So, what they did, and I think this is a pretty decent idea, is they included far more pollen than is necessary to complete the brewing task to get the glider. So, all the rest of it that we see floating around is just extra. It's bonus. It's for completionists and crazy people. So I'm definitely going to try to get all of it. And I haven't opened it, but we do have a screen here in the bottom right that tells us how many of each collectible we have. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to finish all that. I've done that for all but the final level before, so... Well, might as well deliver this also. Where next? Where next? We're gonna go up here. We didn't finish the top of the couch. Oh, shift does speed up your climbing speed. I wasn't sure if it did. Yeah, Huey, Dewey, and Louie are one of the references that... I mean, they did release a newer version of DuckTales, so it's not that far past in cultural memory. Oh, I'm out of reds. Disc delivered. Shortcut. There's number 3 for the letters. We're not going up there quite yet, but that's going to be on the list shortly. This is another place that I totally missed on my first time through. This one was decently hidden, even though you could see the little glowing book the whole time. Up we go. And across the shortcut. Just here for the pollen, though. We're right here. We're going up the side. Oh, I don't have enough reds. I don't have enough reds for that. Okay, I think there might be some over here. No, there are no reds in here. There are only things that need reds. Okay, I'm gonna not touch anything in here. That way I remember to do it later. So since we're out of reds, we're gonna go up on, oops, up here. Why did I go this way and not take the shortcut? I specifically opened a shortcut that lets me get up here fast. Why am I not taking it? Alright, down here, behind the TV, are some easily missables. Now, I've got two places that I've got to revisit. I've got to remember that. Because it's a bit tough to. Get everything? Yep. We don't have the Tinykin that actually allows you to explore more easily just yet. That comes in a later level. Shortcut. Up to the binoculars that we've been hard ignoring. And a little hint that allows you to see your objectives. This only shows you things that are directly interactable. So it doesn't help as much as one might think, but it does help. And I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. There we go. Achievement. Alright, let's get the pollen on top of this roof now. So, there's a bunch of pollen right there, but if you don't fall off, as long as you manage to do this, the Tinykin will pick up the pollen behind you. So they're not important to grab. Did I forget anything up there? I don't think so. I think that was the only thing that you can go back to. Well, besides this over here. Alright, let's see. Where haven't we been yet? We haven't been over there at all. We haven't been inside the piano. And we haven't been inside the TV. So let's go to the TV first. Now that we have the screwdriver. And the jewel is a ring pop. Now, so I actually had a major bug the very first time I played this, where as soon as I jumped onto this rope right in front of me and climbed up it, the whole game turned pure white, and I couldn't do anything about it. But that only happened once. It wasn't even a crash to desktop, it just turned pure white. Can't forget. My life, my reason to be. I've recovered all that I am, thank you. I forgot to talk to the shield bug before I fixed the TV. Whenever you walk in, Hopra. Yeah, Hopra, the TV star, was complaining that with the TV not working, her life's work meant nothing. And now that I've repaired it, she's quite happy about it. And this man wants that ring pop. Haha, you are a true gentleman. You know, On further reflection, I'm sure I'll be able to make better use of this gem than its original owner. Here, I understand that you are interested in this kind of collector item. So, it happens that my friends and I have been lucky enough to find a few, by chance. If you are interested in this kind of work, please talk to my companions. We all wear the same mask. The creature, which is clearly an image of a tardigrade. Not all my companions wear the same mask. Or, all of my companions wear the same mask, as I do. Not all of our communities are accepting of our way of life. Talk to them if you are interested in this kind of work. Yep, some thieves. They want some ring pops. They give you things in exchange. Before we go over to the piano, let's go ahead and get this camera moving. And then we'll run on over. By the time we get there, that'll get delivered. Do be careful if you're having an item delivered while traversing the levels, because if you're on one of those little shortcut threads, if you're on a shortcut thread, whenever the item is delivered, the cutscene will knock you off of it. Same as if you're floating in a bubble and the object is delivered. It'll knock you out of your bubble. Another good dev thing is that objects that interact with a specific Tinykin are all color-coded to show that they interact with that one. So all objects that can be exploded are red, all ones that can be carried are pink. Or pushed. Oh, yep, there are a couple back there. I'm used to dealing with this old piano. It normally goes out of tune over time, but this happened overnight. Subitu? I don't know that word. It was this weird golden coin. It was tangled in the strings. I tried to pull it out, but I got stuck. Thanks for getting me out of there. Don't worry, I know the way out. I'll leave you the golden coin. You might figure out what to do with it. Museum artifact. Intact honor. And shortcut. Thanks again. Thank you for saving my little melody. These old machines are a real public danger. At least if it happens again, I'll know how to open this dang piano. Yeah, unless someone steals the table again. It's not their fault, they didn't know. Was it this guard? Yes. Did you find the little one who got stuck in the piano? It's not It's not fire. I'm too big to go in there. Why don't adults ever listen to me? I don't know if any of these have changed dialogue now that I've delivered the CD. Yeah, I don't think so. Now, what do we have left? Well, we have a note to deliver. We also have the picture to deliver. We'll do that last. Wait. Yes, it's fine. We have to go back there anyway. So now, the chair, the recliner. With an accordion next to it. Is that what this guy did? He had his recliner in his living room, and he would just go over and practice his accordion and drums. This sounds like the beginning of a Weird Al song. And my ear itches. Problem solved. Shortcut. I've explored dark caves, forgotten caverns, and ancient tombs. But this relic? A crevice. We found it in was so narrow and unstable it could have collapsed at any moment. But then it did. But just before it did, I saw something strange, like a big eyeball staring at us in the dark, barely lit by an orange gleam. Too bad we can never go back and examine that now. Yes, Laura. The cave raider. Button. Well, we were told down in here was another object for us. Nicely done. I assume you'll take the conductor back to Tesla. Please tell her I at least helped a little. That doesn't help because they'll just get stuck right behind this. Now it helps. But let's head on up, back up the recliner. And up this little section. There's that delivered. I forgot that was the final delivery for the objective, because it just teleports you back down here once you deliver the final object. And that means I have to reclimb that. Oops. But how is this possible? Ardwin's canticle. It resounds throughout Sanctar. Even the ants can hear it. Now the voice of the Creator can be heard, studied by all. Did Ardwin himself send you? As a reward for your efforts for the good of all Sanctar, Mylodane, I grant you my most precious treasure. My banner, handed down since the ancient times. Carry it proudly, friend, as a servant of Ardwin. It's strange. It seems that we shieldbugs still perceive the original canticle, as if the one you freed from the cryptic machine was but a reproduction. I think I'm going to get moving. The company has earned their break. But as for me, I'm going to continue investigating the original signal. Volenia. The territory of the mantises is nearby. A good place to start. Ardwin, your light brings me strength. Now that you've made your voice heard, I will follow you to the end of the house. If I have to. Do you hear me? To the end of the house. To the end of the earth, Mal'Ganis. To the end of the earth. Yes, Meneth. Clearly a reference to Arthas Menethil. How topical with me dedicating so much time to Warcraft. Hooray, yeah, no idea what's going on, but everyone seems super stoked. Solaria has agreed to give you the banner. Ask the Tinykin to go grab it. Now, most NPCs that are singing or dancing now will have new dialogue, so I have to go visit all of them again. I guess I'll deliver that. You know, I will deliver that. Hurrah for Sanctar! I'm not sure how many or who. Thank you for taking the conductor back to Tesla. You're the best. Still think we should have tried throwing it. No. I'm not so happy. I'm crying. There must be an onion nearby, that's all. Delivery. Well done, Milodan. I'm very impressed. Let's go inside this tunnel leading to Crystal. And add this component to the machine, without further ado. No, I'm not done here yet. Hooray! At last, tax money is being used for something useful! Wow, so cool. Could an ant turn into a shield bug? Woohoo! Way to go! I really hope this was our last crusade. Bravo! Thanks to you, this raid was an absolute success. Pipe! Dang, a song hidden in a plastic disc? How is that possible? In any case, Ardwin's got groove. So in Sanctar, I hear it double. Thank you. The dragonflies gave us leave. The lights of Solaron are mine. Yeah, so Bobi-Wan here can hear it twice. So can Solaria. So we didn't stop the original, we just made a new one. Nope. Nothing new there? Alright, let's head back up this recliner and grab the stuff up there. Oh yeah, we got a total, like, 4 frames of animation on that bug over there. Hey, saves on resources. Daddy, do you think the old man at the museum could teach me how to read this? Books? Impossible, Dart. Rattle still knows the meaning of certain signs because they were repeated to him. And he's a bit weird. What about Rosetta? I don't like to be mean, but she's already seems to be struggling with a few symbols on Tesla and Edison's machine. But maybe books are super important. Look, try it if you want, but also think about getting some fresh air. I wouldn't want you to go going silly with all that reading. You read too much. Stop it. was only there for the pollen, so let's go right on back. This statue is not far from being a masterpiece, but it's missing something, don't you think? I have a good nose for art. Shortcut. Can't forget those 3 right under there. Getting right close to the maximum pollen. But we got a few left. Sure hope I haven't missed any, though. Somewhere else. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to go find them. The soapboard doesn't really like the tops of books either. Now, there's a long way down. Good thing you can just kind of cheat. Marvelous! You're not the amateur I thought you were. This is art with surgical precision. Honestly, I'm kind of curious if there's like a slot for the potato head nose to slot into or not. Or if you just kind of shoved it in there and it worked. Thanks. It's good to hear that we didn't put our lives at risk for nothing. It's taken some time, though, to think about what I saw in the tunnel. It was alive for sure, and even though I've traveled around a lot, I've never seen anything so strange. You think it's possible that something could be alive inside the walls? Say, you and your Tinykin, do us a favor, please. If you come across anything like that, take a look. Maybe it's a sign from Ardwin. A little bit of a mystery. Oh, I'm missing a letter, I think. I am missing a letter. I do need to deliver this. Wait, what's that your Tinykin is holding? Proof? Put it in the frame so we can see it closer. Rashnul, look at this. He's got it. Picture evidence. Wait, what? That's your monster? Like I said, sharp teeth. Or teeth sharp as razors, eyes dark as night, with an aura of hatred. Toby, it's a plushie. There are dozens in the house. Oh yeah? And have you ever seen such a terrible plush? Do you want to go see it and show us what you're capable of? Okay, you win, Dopey. I'm trembling with fear. Never seen anything like it. You're a real hero. Can we go home now? Yes, I'm actually hungry now. Thank you, stranger. Without you, I think I would have really looked like a nutcase. By the way, during my heroic retreat, I stumbled upon this. I think it belongs to the Ardwin Museum. Could you take it back to them for me? Warrior must rest, you know. Museum artifact, Broken Honor. Okay, so I missed 3 Tinykin, a letter, and a handful of pollen. Where is it that I forgot to go? I went up there. There might have been a letter up on the shelves I forgot about. Well, let's go here with the and now let's go to the singing. I'll say that I'm responsible for everyone hearing Ardwin's canticle now, because I just stood there and did nothing. But believe me, with my luck, it might well be. Praise be the Creator. I get why the shield bugs wanted us to hear Ardwin's canticle so badly. It makes you shake your abdomen for sure. See what we have accomplished all together. Thanks to our prayers, the courage of our missionaries, and the help of Mylodane, Ardwin's voice is echoing everywhere. His words are our inexhaustible source of magic. Around them, we remain united against neglect and indifference. Now we can all hear it. Truly hear it. Nope, same dialogue there. And so the time came for the Creator to reveal the canticle to all. You have been a precious instrument of faith, Mylodane. The seal of silence that terrified us so has now been broken. Oh, that's all? Yep, okay. Well, I thought there was a little more to it than that. Great Ardwin, I'm hearing the canticle twice now. My noggin, and from that cryptic machine. Golly, I don't get it at all. I saw Solaria and little Meneth rush off to investigate. Help them accomplish their forebear's quest and keep following the Creator's footsteps. But they're right there. We can see them right there. You lied to me. Still don't know where I missed. Because I missed something somewhere. It was just a plushie? What a wimp. Wait until tell the others? Wait until I tell the others? You missed a letter there. Typo. Okay, we'll do a circuit through and see if I can find it. A disc playing Ardwin's canticle. But why could the shield bugs hear it before the cryptic machine started up? Is it really Ardwin's voice, or just a copy? What do you think? I'll ponder that myself. Thank you for the help, friend. I'll remind them what they owe you, in case they forget. Alright, where did I forget to grab something? Because there's just a small section somewhere. A little piece. Oopsies. Let's try that again. Yeah, we'll do the thing. Oh, I can't do it there. Not high enough up. Aday, you're short. Okay, so we're looking for a small amount of pollen. A little bit of a letter. And 3 eggs. Is it inside somewhere? Did I forget an interior? I really don't know. I missed something somewhere. I hit the petals already. It's gonna bother me. Did I miss going into the piano? No, I did that. That's where I rescued Melody. We can go double check though. All done here. Yep. Looks all fine. I did miss that jump though. Oh, let's... You know, thinking that I've played through this area and 100%ed it multiple times, that I wouldn't miss something like one of the letters, at least. Like, I can understand forgetting to pick up some pollen somewhere, or missing some eggs for the Tinykin, but a letter is a little more important than either of those things. I would think that I would remember it, but I sure don't. Let's check in the Dust Bunny area again real quick. Maybe I missed something in there, under the couch. I don't think so. Only thing under here was some pollen. No letter. This is also another thing where if it wasn't for the... If you do this to a candle, the candle burns out of oxygen and goes out. But, you know, fire everywhere. Just burn the house down. It does make for a very good aesthetic, though. Let's head on up to Cassette Hotel. I don't think I missed anything up here. Nope, nothing right here. Oh, hold on. I did not go in here. There we go. That's the Tinykin found, the letter found, and some pollen found. With exactly 50 pollen left, that'll be it. There we go. And with that, everything's checked off, and we can leave. So, message to me in the future, or any other time I feel like playing this game. Look at the fragile. Okay, directly above the fragile. In between these two little bars. Here. And here. It's right there. And with that... What exit am I supposed to take? This one. Let's go inside this tunnel leading to the crystal and add this component to the machine without further ado. Pop. Congratulations, Milo Dane. We've added a new component to the Great Ardwin's machine. By the way, I know someone who might be able to help us in our ongoing quest. My old friend Sikar, the brewer. Ah, Milo Dane, there you are. Ridme told me you use soap bubbles to glide, is that right? During the distillation process, I collect soap bubbles from the foam. I don't generally use it, but this time I kept some aside for you. Call it a welcome present. So, each time you come by with enough pollen for a new vintage, I'll give you more soap. When you came here, the tank in your suit was completely empty. These bubbles should help fill it. If all goes as planned, you should be able to glide for longer. The big funnel in Felinia Heights. Felinia. We'll go with Felinia Heights. In the heart of Mantis territory. We can make our way there by going through Sanctar. I'll see you there. So, it's a bit odd to me that you get a glider bubble and they explain it to you after finishing the first level. Because from now on, if you got the glider bubble in the first level, you're always going to be one ahead of what you need. You're always going to be like the next puzzle will need 3. Well, I already have 3, so I don't need to get the bubble for that level. And I guess the idea being that you will have a choice on like at least one level where you don't have to get all the bubbles. Or you don't have to get enough pollen for a bubble. But if you're gonna be going, there's nothing in the main, like, objectives that you need a bunch of bubbles for gliding. Only side objectives require a certain amount of bubbles. So it's like, if you're gonna be going for the side objectives to get all the things, you're probably going to be getting all the pollen for the bubbles anyway. And you don't even need to find all the pollen for each level. You just need to find like half of it. A little more than half. So it's a little bit odd, but it's all in trying to be nicer as a game, so that people who want to do 100% can do 100%, but people who don't can still get there. They can still get all the other objectives. Like, you can still get all the artifacts without getting 100%. You can still get all the brews without getting 100%. So, it's nicer, it's kinder, but it is a little bit odd. Ridme is a childhood friend. When we were kids, he spent his time tinkering with gadgets with his mother. He was smarter when he came out of the egg than I am today. He's never been one to sit still. It's a shame he doesn't drink nectar. A glass of our latest vintage would surely help him chill out. Glass of our village. That makes sense. It's also a bit odd that he's like, oh yeah, no, the bubbles are just like a side effect of what I make, but he's standing on an icon with a bunch of bubbles. I mean, obviously that's so that the player knows, but, you know. Tinykin Concerto. And if we go up to the museum up here, we'll see that the artifacts we found, all 3 of them, are waiting for us. I have rigorously inspected what you brought, and it's all in perfect condition. If you want to find out more about the artifacts in the museum, move a little closer and I'll tell you all about them. Closer to him? Entry to the museum is free. It's all financed by the dragonflies. It is very fortunate that it is all paid for, given the lack of interest at the moment. Intact Honor. This is Intact Honor. Arduin owned 2 plaques of this type. The first was almost destroyed by him in a fit of rage. This one, however, was very carefully looked after. According to Arduin, this medal belonged to someone close, whose honor remained intact. It is difficult to conceive that what sort of being could be more honorable than the Creator himself. As we try to understand, we keep a close eye. Yeah. So that this plaque may remain immaculate. Thank you for its swift return. Broken Honor. Broken Honor. A plaque given to Arduin as a reward for something unknown, by someone unknown. Originally, it was a sublime object, made of precious engraved metal. It seems to have been a long-time source of pride for Arduin. However, history has it that one day, taken with anger, he struck it so hard that it suffered great damage. The event was so unexpected that we still talk about it today. If you ask me, one can only break such a symbol of honor in hatred for the one who gave it, or for oneself. The Creature. The Creature. Having spent some time in Sanctar, this shape should be familiar to you. Yes, this is the most ancient drawing of tardigrades that we have discovered. A drawing created by Arduin himself. He was passionate about those creatures. That only he could see. When he disappeared, and the Temple of Arduin came into existence, it seemed logical for these ethereal creatures to become a symbol of faith. In a way, this drawing is the architectural schematic for the Tinykin Temple. with that, that is the first level. Its artifacts done completely. And I think that's a good stopping point for right now. We'll stop here. And in a couple hours, I'll be back on Warcraft. Time for me to stretch it out a little bit. But that's where we'll stop. As you can see, I don't have quite all the achievements, but I have most of them. Most of them. With that, I am done for the moment. Enjoy.